Nearly 8 years without answers, and tonight a mom and detectives are trying to get to the bottom of an Ogden murder case which has gone cold. News specialist Andrew Adams taking a fresh look at the investigation as part of a new series right here on KSL, Utah's Cold Cases. Andrew?
Like this series and that task force both aim to help solve cases that have gone cold for years or even decades. In this case, a mom is still hoping her son's shooter will be brought to justice.
When crime scenes leave questions, the evidence usually points to answers.
I'm more angry because I don't know who did this.
But the most important questions remain unanswered in the murder of Brian Housley.
I feel like 7 years has gone by and they've lived their life and his is gone.
Darcy Housley still thinks about the home surveillance video capturing her son's killing. It was after 3 a.m. on November 27, 2017, 900 block of 16th Street in Ogden.
The car turned and started shooting, and they yelled out a name. They were after a specific person.
Investigators say Housley was the wrong person.
Calling in a gunshot wound.
And though the video captures the shooting, it's dark, it's grainy, and there's just not enough to convict a killer.
Crimes like this, you don't get a lot of cooperation from witnesses.
Steve Zaccardi is an investigator with the Weber Metro Cold Case Task Force.
It's very hard, and especially when you try to talk to people and they say, I don't want to talk or whatever, so they don't give you the information.
Here's what he believes so far. Two gangs, the Ogden Trace and the SMP Crips. The leaders allegedly had an argument over a girl, which led to shootings between the two gangs in the past. But on this night,
and the suspect vehicle is coming directly at us. We can see the headlights.
Those flashing lights are believed to be members of the Ogden Trace. Investigators say the suspects likely thought the two men working in the driveway on the Chevy Blazer were leaders of the SMP Crips. They were wrong.
And that is when the shots are being fired, and Brian is ultimately struck in the head.
There is one witness, the man hiding behind the Blazer in the driveway.
He went to court one day, saw one of these gang members being brought into court, saw him and said, that's the passenger in the car.
Prosecutors said that witness statement was not enough. So detectives started digging deeper and discovered there was a shooting 12 hours earlier in a park just 2 blocks away. Using the same surveillance camera, they believe this silver Jaguar was the car used in that nearby shooting. And they believe it's the same vehicle and same gang members responsible for killing Brian Housley. They just lack the proof.
We're really looking for someone that has enough guts, and is brave enough to stand up and raise their hand and say, you know what, I'll tell you the information.
Housley's mom hopes those answers emerge in time.
How do you kill somebody that you didn't even know and don't even care?
Weber Metro Cold Case Task Force is a nonprofit and is always seeking donations to use the latest technologies to solve these crimes. We'll have information up on our website, ksltv.com, along with stories here on KSL TV. This also marks the start of a new KSL podcast, Utah's Cold Cases. We'll take you through a much deeper dive into these investigations wherever you get your podcasts.
Hopefully more eyeballs on this will lead to some conclusions and some convictions here. All right, thank you so much. Appreciate that, Andrew.